Hey guys, LevelCap here, and today we're going to be talking about the Scythe. Now, the Scythe is the Vanu's light attack aircraft, basically the equivalent of a Reaver or a Mosquito for the other factions. Now, you might have seen a tiny little bit of Reaver gameplay here and there back in the earlier stages of beta. Things have been balanced and changed up quite a bit. And now that I'm playing Vanu, I am just loving the Scythe. I honestly think I might kind of go Vanu as my primary faction. I do plan on playing all the factions a little bit here and there, but I'm just really enjoying Vanu with the Scythe and the Mag Rider. I love all the faction loyalty out there, and I'm sure this is going to upset some of you hardcore Planetside guys because you're all Terran Republic or New Conglomerate or whatever it is. I'm not gonna lie, that stuff doesn't matter that much to me. It's just color coding. But I'm really enjoying the Scythe and the Mag Rider, which are the two vehicles that are specific to the Vanu sovereignty. And the Mag Rider is a hover tank, and it's interesting. It can sort of strafe left and right. I found that really interesting and really useful during a lot of combat. So I'm liking their tank, and I'm really liking the Scythe, which I think is a bit more maneuverable than the other teams. Fighter jets or something. It just flies a little bit different, and I'm really enjoying how it flies. I like the open cockpit. A lot of the other aircraft have little metal bars and stuff blocking some of the vision, and this one is just very open. Now, there are the two little wing things on the side of the Scythe which look cool, but overall it's just so open, and it gives you a lot of visibility, maneuverability. I like the rate of fire of the guns. Each faction has weapons that fire a little bit differently. It seems like the Mosquitoes for the Terrans fires the fastest but does the least amount of damage per shot. The Reaver for New Conglomerate fires the slowest but does the most damage per shot, and I think the Vanu one kind of finds a balance in between. And I'm really liking the balance, and I've just been dominating Terran and New Conglomerate all day in this thing. Just really having a lot of fun, and I've upgraded my regular gun with a 1.5 times zoom, which really allows me to zoom in on ground targets and actually do some serious damage from far away just with the regular cannons. Now, you can upgrade these things with basically like plasma type rocket pods for Vanu. It's the equivalent of normal rockets for the other faction, and you can do a lot more damage to infantry and armor from further away. But since the recent character wipe, most people don't have those yet, so we're all just using our basic guns, which are clearly very effective. Now, what's cool about this week in Planetside is that certification points for your character, which allow you to unlock different abilities for vehicles and your different infantry classes and all that kind of stuff, those are regenerating at an extremely fast pace, so players are able to unlock just about anything right now and test it out, see how it works. And speaking of those rocket pods right there, you just saw two of those plasma balls hit that landed Mosquito and destroy it. That was a friendly Scythe that has apparently been playing like crazy and got those rocket pod upgrades already. But back to certification points, so I've basically had thousands of cert points to dump just into whatever I want, and I've put a lot into the Scythe and messed around with different agility increases. You have a whole bunch of different ways to improve the handling of your aircraft. You can increase its top speed, you can increase its vertical elevation, which allows you to rise faster, which is interesting because you can combine that with your forward speed and your vertical thrust at the same time if you fly at a weird angle, and actually improve your overall speed. So I've been using that one. I really like. You can put points into braking and your turn rate, potentially improving your ability to win at dogfights. I haven't had a huge problem with dogfights, so I've really just enjoyed using it in the vertical thrust. It's made me feel much more agile in terms of flying low to the ground and dodging objects and flying at angles. I think overall is probably one of my favorite agility upgrades. Now, other cert points, you can get defensive stuff. You can get flares for lock-on weapons. I haven't put it into flares yet because lock-on weapons cost Araxium and not a lot of people have them yet. So I've put it into armor. You can actually upgrade your aircraft with armor, which makes it take less damage from small arms fire. So basically, any infantry on the ground with a machine gun shooting at you, if you put on some armor, you're going to take way less damage from them, and basically not have to worry about infantry threats really at all. You can also upgrade your scythe with an ejection seat. So basically, if you're in a dogfight and you're going down or you're getting shot by some anti-air cannons on the ground, you just know you're not going to be able to escape in time. You can just hit E, eject from your aircraft, and basically take no fall damage. It gives you like a little protective shield or something that will absorb your fall damage. So you can upgrade it with that. But what I found to be an incredibly awesome upgrade, which has just sort of become available in the most recent beta patch update, is the Scout Radar. And basically you put this big, ridiculous looking radar on the top of your side. It looks like one of those giant jumbo jet radar planes that has a giant frisbee like disc on top of them. Well, apparently you can just put one on top of your fighter, which looks really stupid, but it actually performs a really awesome task in that it pops guys up on the mini-map for you. If you're over a base that you know is being captured, but you're not sure where the infantry are because they're all hiding in buildings, the radar will pop them up, not just for you, but also for allies and stuff. So people will see where the enemy infantry are located. So all of a sudden you turn into this flying little radar station and you become insanely valuable to your team. So not only is the scythe already incredibly good at taking out armor, air, infantry, but then you can just pop up people on the map and it will also alert you to other stuff sneaking up on you. Now, I've always been a fan of flight simulators, you know, back when I had some sort of like Mac 2 back in the day, the family computer. I was always playing interesting, weird little flight simulators like A-10 Attack, you know, only using the mouse and keyboard. It was back before like joysticks were a common thing in computer gaming. You know, this was all polygon graphics stuff, and I just played the heck out of tons of flight simulators, loved those games so much, and Planetside has really done an amazing job of creating a huge interactive world that you can just fly around in and blow shit up. And it's really one of the ways that I enjoy Planetside a lot more. The infantry combat can be fun when you're right in the thick of it, but it takes so long sometimes to get back to a battle, and you know, the old school Planetside vets love it because they're like, get with a freaking giant squad and all this stuff. But the casual gameplay sucks if you want to just hop on as an infantry guy and get around. Sometimes it'll take you forever to get to a battle, or you'll get to a battle and you'll die, and all of a sudden it's like 500 meters to run back, so you're just kind of running through the landscape for a while to get around. But you don't have that issue with the scythe, so currently the scythe gameplay is fun. It's phenomenal. It's really great if you're a good pilot. You can just hop in a scythe, get around the map extremely fast, choose your engagements. If an area looks too intense, you know, you just back off, go back to a friendly landing pad, repair your scythe. If you took any damage, rearm. You do have limited ammo, so you have to land on ammunition pads. There's one back at your deployment, and then there's different bases, some that support air vehicles that you can capture and take over, and when you capture them, you can rearm your scythes there. The Crown is a really popular one right in the center of the map, providing ammunition for any air armies, you know, that are moving out in the middle of the map. So that's a really good one to have because you can kind of launch attacks from there. And new content is going to become available really soon in the beta. It's called Esamir. It's supposed to be much more lush. There's supposed to be more vegetation. So that'll be really interesting to see how it plays out with air vehicles. Will infantry have a lot more cover? Will armor have a lot more cover from line of sight? So I'm really looking forward to that content. Also, I believe there's going to be some snow, so that's really cool. Everybody loves the snow. That's it for my little introduction to the Scythe. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.